Welcome back to the Home Tour Podcast. My name is Payton with Payton Peoples and Company, Keller Williams Realty Atlanta Partners. And today we are on episode 36. I cannot believe it. We are inching closer and closer to wrapping up season 2, which is wild. I am super excited to chat all things conventional loan limits with our mortgage experts today. You guys.
I'll go first. I'm Megan with CrossCountry Mortgage here out of Peachtree City.
I'm Christian. I'm just here for the cookies.
Shut your
And the coffee. Oh,
yes, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Good morning.
Yeah.
So we are here and we are ready to chat all things big changes and bigger loans. Again, in the spirit of staying in your lane, I do not facilitate conversations about money. That is their territory. So when you show up to me, if you are not pre-approved, I'm going to turn you back around and send you back over to them. So they are going to explain what all these changes and things mean for you as a home buyer.
CrossCountry, we're honoring ahead of schedule because they normally released in November from the FHFA announcements. The new conventional loan limits for one unit are 802-650, and we're honoring that now. That helps a lot of people too, especially with jumbo loans, because they typically require a higher credit score, more down payment, things like that. So this opens the door for a lot of the home prices, especially now after they've increased this past year, where you can qualify more people for just the conventional loan side versus a jumbo.
Okay. So now it's just basically giving people more freedom to spend before you're having to look at a jumbo loan.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
That
makes sense.
Yeah. And I know we were talking about why earlier, Christian, and you want to go ahead and dive into that?
From what I understand from the class we just had minutes ago, that maybe.
Cheers.
Yep.
So I'm fairly new in the industry, so I don't really have much exposure into jumbo loans just yet. I do know some of the benefits and some of the negatives. So just raising the loan limits, I think it's a great opportunity for a lot of people, especially nowadays where you don't really find a 5-bedroom house that is less than $800,000 that is in a community where you have some sort of luxury or anything like that. Obviously, and you don't want to get penalized because you're above those limits and then have to apply for a jumbo. So I think from what I'm learning little by little, and then when I actually get exposed to these kind of situations, I think I will dive a lot more into it where I can break down more details. But right now, as like what I understand, it does open doors for a lot of people, especially credit-wise. The requirements are a little bit more flexible since you stay in conventional, and our minimum requirement for conventional loans is 620. Maybe not the same, or maybe a little bit better than a lot of lenders out there, where I heard is like 660 as part of their overlays. Mm-hmm. But we can do conventional loans starting at 620. So I think those are great news.
I mean, less hoops to jump through.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the big thing that I've known from what I'm hearing is it's only for conventional loans. So if you have a government-backed loan like VA, USDA, FHA, this doesn't affect that. This is not that. It's only if you're talking about conventional loans.
And FHA is also increasing the limits. I've heard a couple of times since I started in the industry that it keeps going up, and it's understandable. My first home was 178, and you cannot find anything like that anymore.
No. Mm-mm. That's not a thing here.
Especially you have 3 kids.
Yeah. Nope. So your company, so basically it's up to each lender's company of when they're going to honor it. But let's say if another company isn't honoring it, it's sometime in November that it's going live for everyone.
Yeah, that's typically when they announce it. Every year they announce it in November for the new conventional loan limits. So typically it just takes effect beginning of the year for most companies, but we're going ahead 3 months in advance to honor that for people, which definitely helps and opens a lot of doors, especially here in Georgia where the house prices are higher.
Especially in our area.
Yeah, because, sure. I mean, from credit scores to debt to income limits, conventional versus jumbo definitely opens doors for those people.
Yeah. So if they're looking at purchasing something over that limit, is it that maybe let's talk about jumbo for a minute, I
Yeah.
guess. What up to that limit is conventional loan, and then they have a jumbo loan on top of that? Is that how that works?
So it would just be one jumbo loan together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even for looking at Eva Gardens, most of those are probably going to end up as jumbo loans because of the sales price and obviously the
Right.
quality and everything. But that will just be one loan. It's not two separate loans.
Okay. You learn something new every day. Look at us.
Yay!
So proud. So it's exciting. As always, all of their information is going to be in the description and then the video stuff all below. So if you have questions about how this impacts you or what your home search is going to look like now or any of that, Megan and Christian are your people. Please do not ask me. I'm going to direct you back to them. So cool. Thanks for keeping us updated because it's important for us to understand what the hell is going on because I can't keep up. We'll wrap up this episode. So if you have any questions about anything mortgage related, these two are your go-to people. Please contact them and reach out. And then, of course, once you have a pre-approval in hand, I would love to chat with you and get you into your next house. We look forward to chatting with you guys next week when you are going to start learning a little bit more about all of us because we were like, hey, we've never really shared us. So you're going to get to learn more about your hosts over the next couple of weeks. So we will see you next week on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.